That's unacceptable.
No.
Good morning. It is another day of working in the shop, and today we are rotating the tires on the wrecker because it's time. Yeah, look at those. Beautiful. We have a big job coming up tomorrow. It's in Idaho. We got to make sure the wrecker is in top condition. It's running beautifully. Man, we have got so many little things sorted out on this. We've got the engine tuned up. The drivetrain is sorted out. She's running smooth and powerful. Pretty excited about that. We got Rudy and Zach in the shop. For some of you that don't know how projects get done, sometimes they get done this way. Rudy, what are you doing?
Well, I'm thinking about how it's going and what needs to be done next.
That's how you do things without making any serious mistakes. You're gonna make mistakes, but not serious ones. Since we're going all the way to Idaho, we wanna make sure that we have enough gear. So Caitlin's grabbing some extra stuff. What do you got?
We got some winch extensions because this vehicle's a long ways down, and a few extra soft shackles because they can't hurt.
All right. Well, we'll get those stuffed in here. Jake just got off his lunch break. That means we're throwing tires back on.
Let's get these bad boys slapped on.
All right, let's set this down. Time to add a little bit of oil to the mess here. So these 8.1s have a reputation for consuming a little bit of oil. I think they blame it on the crankcase ventilation system. I don't know, but mine's no different. Put some oil in this. Gonna top off our AMS oil 5W30. We might do this without spilling a drop, Caitlin.
Very impressed.
Look at that. I wonder if we're more than a quart low.
We should check this from time to time.
Are you saying your junkyard engine burns a little oil every now and then?
Well, they said they used oil when they were new.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
How new is it?
it's not new. That's another thing, I guess. Oh yeah, we need another little bit in there. All right, we got it topped off. It was about a quart low, so it was time to check it. I think that's it. Mojab mount, and I like everything about where it was mounted except for it was so low that if anything got into the boom, it was putting a lot of pressure and it ripped this off. So we're just moving where it is. We're gonna move it up a little bit. Not a big deal.
You know it's loud when Matt's got his ear protection on.
Clamping very loudly right now. We gotta mount these up higher like this. I need somebody to hold this up here so I can look at it and see if it's gonna work.
How's that going to affect this winch when it...
Nope, it has zero effect on the winch.
Good.
We're gonna have to build some plates. That's okay. Yeah, so now it's just up out of the way because that was the problem right there, that it was just too low. Now we've got a good safety margin. All right, we're gonna get that loaded up and ready because we're leaving early in the morning for that job in Idaho. I'm gonna change the subject here for a second and talk about something here. Over the last couple of years, my life has changed a lot. I went from just being a regular guy in a tow truck to being, well, a regular guy in a tow truck that gets recognized almost everywhere he goes. That move into the spotlight was a really big change for me, and it happened really fast. People started coming up to me and telling me what an example I was to them, that I was the perfect husband, the perfect father, the perfect boss. And this was just based on the videos that I was putting out. So I felt like I was being held up to this standard that I wasn't actually able to achieve. It made me feel like an imposter. Imposter syndrome, it's a real thing. Look it up. So I reached out to a professional therapist to work through these feelings that I was having, these thoughts, stuff I'd never dealt with before. So since then, I've learned to appreciate and feel gratitude for all of you. When I meet you and talk to you, it is now a positive experience instead of one filled with self-doubt. Why am I telling you all this? Well, stick with me for a second, I'm gonna tell you. Today's video is sponsored by BetterHelp. If you're going through a tough time, if you've had a big life change, maybe you just crashed your Jeep and you need somebody to talk to, BetterHelp can connect you with a licensed therapist who will listen and give you real, unbiased advice. It's simple, just go to betterhelp.com/offroad and BetterHelp will match you with a licensed therapist who has years of experience helping people work through challenges just like yours, just like mine. You can talk by phone, video, messages, whatever feels the most comfortable to you. Once you reach out, you'll be connected with someone that can help in as little as 48 hours. So if you need a little help, don't wait. Let BetterHelp get you back on track. Click the link in the description or go to betterhelp.com/offroad to get started and get 10% off your first month. Back to the build. With the tires rotated, that's one thing marked off the list. But good news, there's more things on the list. We just got our new rear drive shaft from Adams Drive Shaft. Look at this thing. This thing is beefy. In fact, it answers this question.
Where's the beef?
So what you're looking at here is the rear drive shaft for the world's largest off-road wrecker in its final form. These are 1610 joints. These are the same joints that's on your cement mixers, your water trucks, your, I don't know, just off-road heavy equipment trucks. Did I say off-road heavy equipment trucks? Yeah. I got one of those. So when I built this wrecker, I spec'd out 1550 drive shafts, and they're not big enough because we do stuff like this. And these kind of shenanigans always lead to things like this. And this. And this.
What was that? Now your drive shaft? Oh man, that's some carnage.
And this. So as all of this was coming to the light, the scientists at Adams Drive Shaft locked themselves in their laboratories, and this is what they came up with. Beef. So this is the old 1550 yoke. Look at that. Not even close. 1610. Got the bolt-in caps instead of the ones retained with a spring clip. Ooh, I hope it fits. All right, like I said, we've got to get this moved into bay number 1. That's the best bay for taking the cab off the truck because it's my bay. Plus, I won't be distracted by all the work going on over here. Rudy's thrashing to get the body put on this Willys because Paul or one of the fab rats is coming by to pick it up today. And then Rudy's gonna get back on his pontoon project. You wanna see this? Is this gonna be seaworthy? Yes. All right, now that we got this drive shaft out of here, we can really compare the joint size difference.
That's pretty substantial.
All right, so one of the things that I was worried about is this. So we have a little bit of an interference problem there. I was kind of anticipating it. So we're gonna have to trim this down. We're gonna be cutting it something like this, and that should give us what we need.
I hope that's enough clearance.
Yeah, it should be. Woo! Got some real slag in there. We need to drill holes in this. Something fierce. Okay, here. Right, I need you to under this right here.
Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Peanut, nope.
Okay, you don't do it too hard. Keep going. Going. There we go. Faster, much faster. We broke through. Stop. Okay.
Nice.
This for sand to fall through?
Yeah, and water. There's no drain on these right here. We got. Okay.
Wow.
Okay, Jake, you're not trying to put yours on.
Nope, I'm just holding for you.
Okay. I gotta get up and see what I can see here. Okay, it might be good.
Look like it's clearing.
We're gonna see. It's gonna be super tight. We might have to cut that out. See if you can get your end lined up. It's only gonna go one way, so you're gonna have to spin it to make sure that it lines that way. Well, it'll go 2 ways. There's 4 ways that it looks like it can go, but only 2 ways that it can.
It's right there.
Nice. All right, let me throw this on there. Teamwork. All right. House.
Yeah, it's a tight fit.
All right.
All right, we've got this all bolted in, so now we're gonna check it for clearances. Rotate it fast. I like that.
What's that noise?
That shifter needs to be adjusted slightly. You will lose a finger in here if you stick your finger in there, but I'm shocked how close that is. I don't think it's gonna be a problem because nothing's moving here. If we lost a link, then there'd be a problem, but there'd be a problem anyway. This only goes up about 3.5 to 4 inches. And I don't think that's enough to rock down and get that, but let me see the marker. I think we need to do a little there. I think that's gonna be, if anything, that's gonna be the problem. I just wished I would have cut
A little deeper.
a little deeper, but
Well, we can take it out.
I wanted to leave some of that structure there because that's, the next support is right there that goes up. So this is just kind of cantilevered out.
Yeah.
And this cap is definitely giving it strength. But we never hit these, like, we're not rock bouncing. Look at my links, they're still doing good. They're what's gonna hit.
Have you noticed those links have a slight curvature to them?
They should.
Is that by design?
No,
Oh,
that's, they
it just
flex,
happens that way, huh?
they flexed into it, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, rotate it, let's look at it. Okay, stop, back it up, right there. All right, that's good enough. Go ahead and spin it, let's look at it. Stunning. Okay. All right, we're done, except for we're not done. We gotta bolt this in. Well, I'm happy with how that turned out. I know I've said it before, but look at that beef. Oh my goodness. All right, now we've got to talk about the front. So there's all kind of geometry things. Let me show you. We're going to talk about drive shaft angles right now. Don't worry, we're not going to talk about enough for it to be boring. This is the output of the transmission right here. Then you could have a joint here. You could have a single cardan, or people call it a U-joint. And if you have a small angle here, like 1.5 degrees, and another angle here, 1.5 degrees, and this is your differential, these cancel each other out because they're both 1.5 degrees. That works. This system works pretty good. It worked for hundreds of years, 100 years. It's worked for more than 10 years. But there is some vibration here because, believe it or not, and if you don't understand this, you'll just have to take my word for it. This drive shaft here accelerates and decelerates once every time the drive shaft rotates. Twice every time the drive shaft rotates. Once or twice every time the drive shaft rotates. And that's where vibration comes from. So the steeper these angles, so if you have like a 4-degree angle, you're gonna have very noticeable drive line vibration. So both of these are spinning at constant velocity, but this accelerates and decelerates. These two joints cancel each other out. You're gonna have to take my word for it. If the drive shaft angle goes like this, then they don't cancel each out. They actually amplify each other. Or you could do some phasing to minimize it, but it's not good. The problem we have with the front drive shaft is we have an angle that's unreconciled, and then we have another angle like this and another angle like this. So we have two joints that are reconciled. So if this drive shaft is constant velocity, we'll say CV, then this is the input to the differential, it'll be constant velocity. But we have an unreconciled joint right here, so we're gonna have to fix that with a double cardan or a CV, a constant velocity. So we'll have CV, then we'll have CV, then we'll have variable velocity, and then we'll be back to CV. There are gonna be two comments here. One of them is gonna be, Matt, you don't know what you're talking about. And the other ones are gonna be, Matt, you know exactly what you're talking about. And you're my people. So let me show you on this what I'm talking about. I have an angle right here that is unreconciled. I don't have any way to cancel it out. So the rotation will be constant velocity coming out of the transfer case, and then we're gonna have an acceleration and deceleration event on this because of this joint. And then it's gonna go down to a joint right here, and then another joint on there that almost cancel each other out. So I'm sending a harmonic through there, or a variable velocity. It's causing a little bit of vibration. I'm gonna fix that by putting a double card in here. That's why we're taking this out. I hope you didn't find that too boring, because I know I did. So talking about constant velocity versus variable velocity, I wanna show you this. This is kinda cool. So this is a crude universal joint, but it's the same functionally as universal joint. Pay close attention to this end right here. So if I'm just spinning like this and everything's straight, you'll see I have a constant velocity through the whole thing. But as I start to angle it, and the steeper the angle gets, look at that thing, stop and go, stop and go. And that's where your drive shaft vibration comes from. Now, let me show you a double carded. Now we can go around the corner, a sharp corner. It's gonna be hard to hold it. Okay.
Does that spin the same?
Spins better, it looks like.
It's a little more constant speed. It's hard. We're not in laboratory conditions here. But what's happening is this is going to be accelerating and decelerating and then canceling itself out. So this would be the proper way to make sure that you have constant velocity on the output. But this little middle section is going to accelerate and decelerate. But they're going to be in phase with each other, or out of phase, however you want to look at it. Anyway, sorry to waste your time.
This way.
All right, we're gonna send my boy Jake down to Adam's drive shafts first thing in the morning. He's gonna hand these off to those mad scientists, and they're gonna make the front drive shaft into its final form, just like they did the back drive shaft, and it's gonna be beef. It is the next day. We are working on the wrecker yet. Jake left early this morning to head to Vegas to Adam's drive shaft to get the front drive shaft modified. While we're waiting for the drive shaft to get here, there's some stuff that we can do to be productive. I wanna do some work on the back of the wrecker here. I'll show you. Let's get this out of here, Caitlin. We need the banana.
I can get it.
So I want to get some bed liner on the back of this cab, really for no other reason than just make sure that all these bolt holes are, the holes to the cab are sealed. I don't know if this is the right thing to do, but it's the thing we're gonna do. I guess we could say it's gonna help a little bit with sound deadening, but this cab is so dead right now, there's really no reason for that. Or there's no need for it, I guess. Oh, there's a hole right there. Look at that. Now I don't know what to do.
Perfect is the expectation.
Yeah, perfect is the expectation. Guys that are really good at this. Then there's me. That's good enough. Oh, it's amazing. We're actually gonna have Robbie come down and paint this cab, like do the whole thing in the future. I don't know when it's happening. So this is just kind of some prep work. I'm just using this rust converting primer, acid etching, I don't know. It's the stuff we had on the shelf. Rust reformer. Yeah, perfect. This is a rusty truck. I need some rust reform. Okay. ready for bed liner. This is a great example of doing something even if it's wrong. If you spend all your time trying to figure out exactly how to do exactly perfectly like something, you'll get this paralysis where nothing ever happens. Go out and look at your project in the backyard. Tell me I'm wrong. So a little while ago, when we were changing some things inside, Caitlin broke this window.
Oh,
Dang
no.
And everybody felt bad.
I also felt bad.
But we didn't feel that bad because this window has welding spatter on it and all sorts of other stuff. And then when we went out and did the burnout rivals with Cletus in Connecticut, they gave us this sticker, so we put it on this window. And it's actually kind of in the way for doing recovery work. That's okay, because this glass is coming out and we can hang it on the wall if it stays together. I shouldn't be doing this from the inside, I know that. I'm doing it from the outside because I want to. Okay, I gotta get it out. Hey, we got it out.
Look at that.
All right, this has got to go on the wall somewhere. Like right there?
I like that.
Okay. Oh yeah, look at that. That's perfect. Right up there next to Adam's drive shaft. That's a prestigious award right there, that sticker, Burnout Rivals. Not everybody has one of those. It's a sharp line. That is what you call focus.
Ooh.
Is that satisfying?
That is a pretty line.
So it went from a look of like focus to a look of satisfaction.
I'm happy with that.
That is nice work.
So while we're waiting for the last coat to dry, we have had this hanging around for a while, and it is finally time to put it up on the wall. But not only that, we're gonna make it pretty.
Look how tall she is. She's standing on that. All right, let's figure this out.
It's been a while since I mixed paint. We're gonna need a lot more yellow.
Barnes is a little on the red side.
I think.
That is not exactly the color I was. It's salmon. What do we got to do to get more orange? The song was wrong. Primary colors are 1, 2, 3. Red, yellow, and blue.
Small amount of black or warm blue.
That is so peach.
Yeah, pretty.
It's a pretty color, but it ain't Barnes. So we want to put a little bit of black in there and see what happens?
Well, only a little bit of black though.
Okay.
Oh heavens.
We just need pigment, right?
Yeah, just a little. You can't tell if it's doing anything now.
Let's go talk to Janelle. She mixed the last batch.
So Janelle did this same thing earlier, and this is the color that she ended up with. I'm questioning everything now. Hers seems like a much more deeper orange, but maybe it'll turn that once it dries. I don't know. Janelle, you just did yellow and red.
Yep, just yellow and red. Who knew making orange could be so hard?
What do you think there?
That looks pretty much like the one I had, I feel like. Like, I feel like that'll dry.
A little brighter orange?
Yeah. I mean, I think that looks great.
Okay, we're gonna try it.
Yeah.
We can always unscrew it and do it over, right?
Yep. Let's see what this does, too. This is
Looking
what
more
I did
like,
last
yeah, that's looking way more red.
I like Janelle's. She's got a pretty decent orange coming.
That looks like fry sauce.
Yours
Look
looks
how
like
red
ketchup.
yours is.
Yours looks like
Yours
tomato
looks like-
soup.
yeah.
I
That's
know.
tomato soup.
You know, I'd have been a tad bit too much red.
Maybe.
I think if you had a little more red to that, it would be
Sorry,
That's
dialed.
okay.
I wasn't paying attention. Now try that.
What if we mix that with this? I think that might
Yeah.
be it. All right, let's try this.
Caitlin, maybe we should just do pink. It's
It's-
Barnes 4-wheel drive with a twist of Wednesday.
With a twist. I love it.
It looks like a sunset.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah.
I haven't done mixing it together yet. But
That's okay. Just do it. That looks really good. I'm gonna move some of these banners around so that they fit nicer and make more sense. 'Cause we've got a lot of stuff to hang up. We'll show you what that looks like when we're done. Caitlin has done some really nice organization of all of the banners, and then she's put up a bunch of this. Look at that. Look how nice that looks. And that brings us to here.
I think we're finally ready to finish the barn sign.
You gonna put that up?
If I can
Okay,
find
let's
it.
do it. I need to send a picture of that to Connor. All right, we got some stuff done. That'll be dry by morning.
I made it over to Las Vegas, Adam's drive shaft. I'm gonna take you guys in real fast. Well, I'm like in the layer right now. We're in the laboratory. So what we're gonna be doing to these, we're gonna be modifying this one a little bit, but this one we're gonna be replacing, what is this, the flange? So we're gonna replace this flange. We're gonna weld that up, get this put back together, and take it back home. So by the end of the day, we'll have a modified one of these and a freshened up one of those.
He was saying that right now you're spinning it at 2,000 RPMs, and then you'll ramp it up.
So you'll start hearing a little bit of vibration. You hear that?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you'll take it, you'll put weights on it. Yeah. So you take your Jeep U-joint. This is 1350. Right? You compare it to this U-joint, which is SPL 170, and there's a lot of difference. we have all these parts made for us, all forged.
Wow.
Yeah.
These are all forged?
They are. Like this is what we use. This is a Spicer one.
Yeah.
See how ours is forged and machined, takes a lot less weight. See how this is cast.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of difference on the
Ooh,
parts.
that's nice. So you guys have an app right here?
Yes.
Yeah, this is our app to help measure the angles.
So you throw this on your drive shaft?
Yep. Put on the drive shaft, you measure from the front, the drive side. You'd hit your measure button, then you'd put it on the drive shaft. Hit your measure button again, so it'll give you those two angles, and whatever the operating angle of that U-joint is over here on the right-hand side of the clone. You can get up to a 2-piece, a 3-piece,
Whoa.
or a 4-piece if it's in a limo.
Like if you, I was gonna say limo status.
man.
Look at this. This is service. They're even loading it up for us. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you very much. Thank you.
We're gonna get this back glass installed while we wait for Jake to get back with the drive shaft. And I assembled a stellar crew. Come in here. So this is the crew that I assembled. I hope they're good at this. So the only thing that really matters is that this is kind of in the center right here. So I'm just gonna hold this like this while you feed it.
See, I would have put this in first and then put this glass in, so I don't even know what I'm doing.
None of these are the same. Like, I've installed some of these weather strips that I swore it was just too big the entire time I was putting it on, and then it wasn't. Like, the last inch, it all of a sudden was the right size. I don't know how this is gonna do, but I just feel like whatever you learn about doing this
looks too big.
Wow, look at that.
whatever you learn about doing this, it won't help you on the next one. Okay. Now, we're gonna use this as the string. I don't know if it'll work, I've never tried it before, but that's what we're gonna do.
Maybe you just hacked the installing glass.
Oh, there's glass guys out there that are just cringing right now. They're throwing their shoes at the TV, whatever they're watching us on. They're
You
like,
assume the glass guys are wearing shoes?
I don't know. I would if I was a glass guy. Same if I was a cactus guy. Okay, you ready to do this? Okay, Caitlin, you said you were going on the inside.
Okay.
It's probably gonna take two of you.
Where's it?
That's working.
Chase that.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Just carefully pull that
The
gasket.
corner's gonna be hard, and you gotta do it without ripping the.
Yeah.
So.
This is a hard corner.
So
It's coming, it's coming. We're good. I'm
Is it
good.
coming?
Yeah, it's coming.
don't tear it. Oh yeah. Look at that. Pop. So not only did we just professionally install this back glass here, we've upgraded from laminated glass to tempered glass. I'll tell you something that's really nice about this. It didn't matter which direction it went in any way. There's not a front or a back, a top or a bottom, or a side to side. I don't know why we as a society decided to get away from awesome features like this, but we did. We're like, no, we like paying $50,000 for a basic car. I don't know why we did that.
I don't know if that could have gone any better.
I told you I hired the right crew.
That was nice.
Looks like it works.
Finish this side.
I can see right through it. I think it's gonna work.
Thanks, Rudy and Janelle and Jamie and Caitlin
No problem.
and Higgy, Max. Yeah, this has new glass here, and it's soon to have new glass on the side. We're gonna do a wing window delete, which I know some of you really love wing windows and they serve their purpose, but in this record, the wing windows are kind of in the way, mostly for crawling, because you stick your head out the window sometimes.
Glass looks really good, but what's that?
Yeah, they got a rock chip right there. Dang it. We're gonna have to get a glass guy here to fix that. All right, now we just gotta get the wrecker back in to do the next step.
Hey, got you some drive shafts. Look at that.
Oh, look
Yeah.
at that.
Adams has done good.
How was your trip?
It was a good trip, in and out, real quick. And I got a tour of the factory. What is this?
That's our winch point.
Shenanigans.
Adams built us an adapter to go between the output on the drop box and the CV here, double cardan. Fits perfectly. I knew it would, but it's always a relief when you get to actually see it fit. So all the connections here on this drive shaft are studs or they're through bolts with nuts on the other side. I found that works the best on the world's largest off-road wrecker, and so should you. We'll tighten these all up later, but I'd like to get...
His famous last words.
Oh, that's too much. Back it up. That's right. Good right there. All right. Well, the front drive shaft is installed as per manufacturer's specifications. All right, we got it all back together, and now it's time to test it. Look how good that back glass looks. Can you see out of that, Caitlin?
I sure can.
Somebody knocked off a spark plug.
Oh, really?
Well, two of them had to do that.
What?
That takes skills. I was just about to say, that tune sounds weird.
All right, this is gonna sound so much better. That's significantly better. All right, let's go for a drive. What's that sound?
I can hear something like the drive shaft.
Is that the drive line?
Yeah, 100% the drive shaft. I hear a noise.
I can't tell if it's the drive shaft hitting the skid plate back here.
I can feel it right underneath.
Does it sound like it's back here?
Yeah.
No, that's 100% what it is. I can even see where it is. Well, we gotta go cut that.
That's good.
No. Didn't hear any noise on the rear. Let's check the front. See if there's a problem here. Okay, go ahead and rotate this.
I hear it.
I'm hearing it now.
Yeah.
Right there. I think I see it hitting the skid plate.
We are hitting it right there. Okay, stop spinning for a second. All right, right there. There's the problem. We're almost touching the skid plate right there. What do we do here? Okay, I'm gonna need a meat eater. All right, slowly rotate the drive shaft. Okay, spin it really fast. It's still hitting. Keep spinning it. Where is it hitting? Oh, it's clear back there. It's hitting. So what we've done is we've shortened that intermediate shaft, and so where I clearance for everything, so it was clearance like this, and now we've moved it back to here. So it was clearance, and now it's back. It's not gonna hurt anything, but it's gonna make some racket. So I don't think it's gonna cause any problems to drive it. It's just barely skimming there. We're gonna go test and check for like drive shaft vibrations, and hopefully that hitting won't give us any bad information. Let's go take it for a rip. I think it will self-clearance eventually.
Oh man.
That's not fun.
No.
That's unacceptable.
No. Does this make me take the cab back off?
I don't think so. I think I've got another workaround for this. Too much hitting, not enough not hitting. It's gonna be easy to fix with a burr if we can get the drive shaft up, which I think all we have to do is lift the carrier bearing up and just kind of pry it out of the way. I'd love to yell at the engineer for making this carrier bearing so hard to get to, but that was me.
You yell at yourself daily.
Yeah, this would have been a lot easier to do yesterday.
Did you guys do any clearance testing?
Minimal. I'm like, everything's the same. I don't remember that I made that drive shaft just a tiny bit shorter. Okay, that has ground down quite a bit. I just got to keep doing that for about a month. Okay, I just have to look and grind, look and grind, look and grind. Okay, I got that all dug out of there. I don't know if that's enough, but that's how much I did. I need this wheel spun like the Showcase Showdown.
All right, Caitlin, price is right.
All right, it's not hitting anymore.
Really?
All right, how about now? Hey, that sounds better.
We're already off to a great start.
All right, let's see if we can keep that rattle at bay. That feels more like the wrecker I know. Oh, it didn't hit on deceleration, and that's when it was worst. We'll take it up to top speed. All right. Full deceleration. Oh, it's good to have you back, old girl. 42 miles an hour. That might be a new record. Test out four-wheel drive, see if we got any weird vibrations with four-wheel drive. Are you kidding me? That's what we had before.
Mysteries of the record never seem to end.
No kidding. Well, whatever it is, it's next week's problem. Thanks for watching. Let me tell you the 3 cool things about this. Well, I'll tell you 4 cool things about this. So number 1, 5 things. Keep track with me. Number 1, that's the original back glass for the wrecker. The world's largest off-road wrecker. That's number 1. Number 2, it's got a Burnout Rival sticker on it. That's super awesome. Number 3, it's got a Chad's Fab sticker on it right there. And then number 4 is it's got a crack in it right there from Caitlin basically using a little bit of muscle when she should have been using a little finesse. And then the 5th thing is it's hanging on my wall.